So we've come to Hilton Nature Reserve, which is run by the Derbyshire Wildlife Trust. Show you the accessibility. It's a really nice place to visit. They've got a really good kissing gate on here where you've got quite a lot of room. You have to reverse in and then you swing the gate across and it lets you through the other side. Unfortunately, somebody thought it was okay to hang their dog poo and their rubbish on the thing, and why people would do that I have no idea. The mind boggles sometimes. Let's reverse into the space. We open the gate.
It's not the easiest thing to reverse the Extreme X8 because it's got a very, very sensitive joystick, so the slightest movement of the wheels and you go all over the place. So there is a very good tricky knack of it, but I'm not too good at it. I'm all right going forward.
Although you were a lorry driver.
Yeah, I used to drive lorries.
But we'll gloss over that bit. We'll go down this path here now. It's nice and firm underfoot. It does get a bit muddier further on, but it's not too bad to be honest. And you can go to the left. There's another gate. Which is plenty big enough to get through. I don't know who's done all these carvings, but they're amazing, really good. So if you come into this field, there's a giant dragonfly you can see, look, that's been carved out of wood. And like I say, it's all maintained by the Derbyshire Wildlife Trust, who are absolutely amazing with their accessibility. Imagine if that was just like a prehistoric one. Imagine if that was to start moving now and fly off. It's absolutely mega. I bet they were like that in prehistoric times. Look at that. It's so cool. I've got a thing about dragonflies. I absolutely love dragonflies.
Later in the year it is actually full of dragonflies here.
Yeah, when all this undergrowth here has grown back.
And all around the water.
And all over the lakes. Everywhere. Yeah, there's dragonflies all over. Dragonflies and damselflies. Saw loads last year. There's some brilliant benches that they've put up as well. If you look at the side of this is carved with, it's like an otter. It's an otter this side. And the other side, we've got some birds. Oh, that's really cool. And fish.
Those otters are lovely, aren't they?
Amazing, aren't they? I don't know who does it. Someone's like...
I think most of it's done with the chainsaws.
Do you think? So we've just come out of the gate and we're going to be walking down towards the lakes. All the traffic you can hear is actually off the A50. These were all gravel pits and they've all been bought by the Derbyshire Wildlife Trust and they're maintained by them. And they've made them into a nature reserve, which is brilliant. You get all sorts of different birds and fish. People can buy a fishing licence and you can fish in the lake. But the noise you can hear just over there, that is the main A50. But you know what? When you first get here, you notice it, but when you've been here a while, you just don't hear it, to be honest. It just fades into the background. You can hear the birds more than anything. Just off the main path, there's a little viewing area where you can look out and see all the different birds. The path is a bit sticky, it's not too bad. You wouldn't need a four-wheel drive, just a decent mobility scooter. But look, we've had so much rain over the last 48 hours. But when it's dry in summer, if we've had no rain, it's not muddy in the slightest. It does dry up really well. I've just stepped over the barrier there. This is for a fishing person because it's all been stoned up, as you can see. Look at that, it's gorgeous. Just keep following that path. Muddy up ahead. How will the Extreme X8 cope? Your power chair's not even fazed by it, John. So we've come all the way down, and you can either go that way through there, or the lane carries on up there. It brings you around to the same place eventually, but we're going through this kissing gate again. Another one at the end. Now it says here, dogs are not allowed in this woodland. That's simply because they've got lots of wildlife birds, and
well, they'll jump in the water.
And they'll jump in the water and scare the birds. And go, gate open. And it's through. It's dried out a bit here because we've got all the it's been stoned up, and we've got all the leaves off the trees. And the good thing about the Derbyshire Wildlife Trust, they've tried to make it really accessible, and they've put lots of boardwalks along certain areas that are like going to be really boggy or slippy. They've just built boardwalks with some chicken wire over the top to stop it being slippy. So John can get absolutely everywhere on here. They're pretty good with the maintenance as well, because there was just down this one, there was a board that was it was going a bit rotten. Obviously it's constantly wet, and it's been replaced. You can see there in front, it's just been replaced. So they're really good at maintaining. Would you agree, John?
Yeah, I rang them up actually one day. Oh no, I sent him an email, and the lady said that that she'd arranged to have the repairs done, and next time we came, all the repairs had been done to the boards on the boardwalk. So.
Yeah, it's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just keep following the boards around. Bulrushes are starting to shoot through, look, you can see little shoots. And if you follow this one, you get all the way to the water's edge. There's a little, say little, there's geese all around here, look. And these are the birds you can see in the water, different times of the year. And the dragonfly, southern hawker dragonfly.
Fish over there.
I know, they keep coming up, don't they?
That duck, oh, he just went right underneath and got a fish. Came back up with the fish.
Oh, and here's me filming you and not got my camera on it.
Yeah, it went right underneath.
Isn't that always the way?
Disappeared completely and came back up with a fish in its mouth.
So we're going to leave the boardwalk at the end and we're going to head off into the woodland. So that's the way we came in, down there, and now we're going that way. I put the map on at the beginning so you can follow the map or print the map off or what have you, and you'll be able to see where the paths are. John's come off the path just to go and have a look by the water. Follow it through. And up ahead, just there's another boardwalk. It's over a boggy bit. can see the path lined, look. You can see where it goes. All the way up there, past the benches. I'm super impressed actually at how the Derbyshire Wildlife Trust keep on top of things. And the way they like to make things accessible as well. I don't think you can fault them really, and I think there's a few more places need to take a leaf out of their book really. So we followed it through the woods. There's a track there through a gate to the left of us. That takes you round onto a different bit of the lane. But we're going to follow this through the woods. And it comes back round to another lake. A bit muddy here at the beginning. We came down here last year and there was a great big tree over the walkway. I managed to push it out the way so John could get past, but when we got back, John emailed Derbyshire Wildlife Trust, and the next time we came, which was I think it was about a fortnight later, they'd been and they'd chopped the tree and they'd moved it all completely off. So yeah, so they're amazing. You can see, look, this is all really boggy here. So they've done it for everybody, not just disabled people. It's so you keep your feet dry. Well, it must have cost a fair bit to do this, but I must say I'm very grateful. And we follow it round, and once you're out of the boggy bit, it just goes straight back into the woodland again. We came in the height of the summer, and I said to John, "Oh, there's a path here. Let's go off over there." And we disappeared. It's up there to the left somewhere. I'll show you when we get there. And it was completely overgrown. It hadn't been used in like ages, and it was completely and utterly overgrown. It kind of forced his way through, but it was absolutely covered in mosquitoes and flies, and John gets bitten by everything. So we had to turn around and come back, and I had to like literally knock everything off him. I think he got bit about 4 times. He wasn't a happy chappy. I don't get bitten. I was covered and nothing bit me, but yeah, John wasn't happy that day, and he's never let me forget it. Every time we pass that gate, he tells me about it. So this is where I was just telling you, and this path was completely overgrown. It doesn't look that well used now compared to everywhere else, but yeah.
It's not bad at the moment because it's...
it's died down, hasn't it? Right, John, watch it. There's a big root here. Not a problem. And through another gate, which is plenty wide enough. And away we go. So there's some more walkway taking us over another boggy bit. What we're doing is a full sort of circular walk, and it takes you back out onto the road again at the side of the lake. But like I say, there's other different paths you can go down as well. You don't have to stick to one. Sticky? Yeah, it is a bit.
This is a good, nice wet bit.
So you follow it down this track we've just come down, and you come to, you think it's a viewing platform, but it's actually a gate that you can go through. And you sit at the side of the you can get to the side of the water, and we usually sit there and have a coffee.
Put a new spring on there, so you might have to hold it this time.
Oh yeah, it was stuck open. More maintenance.
Although it's not quite strong enough to close it completely, by the looks of it.
And we usually stop there, don't we, for a coffee?
Yeah.
In front of the water. So we've just had a coffee and a sit and a chat, and we're just going along this bit now, which takes you all the way around the edge of the lake, the other side of the lake, because over there is the thing where we stopped to have a look at when we came up the lane. You know where it's cut out, like a lookout point for the birds. That was right across the other side. A bit narrow down here. I'm always worried he's going to slip off the edge. It's quite rooty as well, so just be mindful of that if you decide to come and have a walk round or a trundle round. Gets really rooty up here. Go on then, John, I'm behind you. I don't know why I said that, because if you fall in, I can't help you. Then it evens out a bit. There's a bit of a steep bit where we have to go up at the end. You can tell we've had a lot of rain over the last 48 hours. Yeah. I bet this was drying up nicely at the beginning of the week. Yeah. It's gone quite wet again now.
It's not wet like that all year round.
Oh no, when we've been before, it's been lovely, hasn't it? But yeah, we've come on a particularly wet, boggy, soggy day. Whoops. Right, this is the last bit of the walk around the lake, and we come out on the road a bit further down from where we park. There's a gate at the end, and that's where we come out. So we've done a nice circular walk through the woods, around the lakes, seen a lot of different birds, heard a lot of different birds. Yeah, it's a nice walk out. And a big thumbs up to Derbyshire Wildlife Trust for a bit steep here. John has to lean forward as he's going up. I made it. Yeah, big thumbs up to Derbyshire Wildlife Trust for the accessibility and the maintenance. We appreciate it. And there's the gate back out onto the road.
Yeah, you better tell them where you go back down the road then.
I will do. Nice big gate. New spring on this one as well.
Is it?
Oh, they've painted it because it was rusty, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Welcome to Hilton Nature Reserve. There you go. And it comes out onto the road. And we trundle all the way along where that sign is. And right, that's where we're parked. It's a dead end. There's quite a lot of parking. Not an issue. Come and enjoy it. Walk down the road, and if you turn right here, that's where we park, just behind that red car. So we're just going to load up and go home. But if you go further down, there's some little bays, but there were 4 when we got here. There was 3 cars in there, but like I say, it's a dead end. It's a cul-de-sac, so there's loads of places to park. And the only building is this, which is a nursery. And during holiday time, it's not even open. I mean, a children's nursery, not a plant nursery. So yeah.